Here at MEX, we've been working hard on releasing the latest build of MEX 15 and have some really exciting new enhancements and changes to announce. In this release, we have introduced a few major enhancements that will greatly improve the performance of the listings throughout the MEX system. This new caching option gives those customers with large databases the ability to improve their system's listing performance. As MEX dynamically calculates required column values for large datasets, performance may decrease as a result of this. To ensure MEX performs at an optimum level, we offer the ability to cache your listings, which will in turn allow the data in the listing to be stored in the database. As a result, when you load a listing, it doesn't have to do any calculations. Instead, it just requests the data. The data is kept up to date in the background. To turn on caching, you must navigate from the main menu to Control Files. Then go to the Performance Diagnostics tab and check the Use Cache checkbox. This may take a couple minutes while the cache system readies itself. We've also introduced endless scrolling that will only work with the new caching enhancement. As you scroll through a listing, MEX will load records continuously. For those who have not noticed, think of a Facebook wall. You can find yourself scrolling for hours. As content keeps getting polled, the more you scroll down the page. In the same way, although there are, say, 10,000 records, MEX will show you where you're up to, meaning that 10,000 items are not initially loaded, so thus improving performance. Endless scrolling works with 100 new records pulled down at a time. To enable endless scrolling, you must first enable our new caching system, and then go to the side menu and click Options. And here, you'll find a checkbox to enable endless scrolling. Simply check it and you're good to go. If you find this checkbox is grayed out, this is because you have dynamic grids enabled. To disable dynamic grids, head over to the Control Files, go to the Performance Diagnostics tab, and uncheck dynamic grids. Then you'll be able to enable endless scrolling. Take a look at the following link to see how we strive to ensure that MEX performance is highly tuned. Now, let's take a look at the bug fixes that have gone into this release. Security. The work order history details form will now display correctly after assigning mandatory security to it with God mode. Preventative maintenance. When an asset and a standard policy have different departments assigned, the department from the PM is assigned to work orders created now as expected. Reports and KPIs. When designing reports, the params code in the sub-reports data sources are now being replaced with actual values as expected. Work order outstanding details report is now regionalized. Imports and exports. Imports that were previously causing the MEX system to lock up will now work as designed while the import is executing. Regions. Users that are not authorized to see a particular region are restricted from swapping into them as per design. In region setup, asset children are no longer added to the regions when they shouldn't be. Only those assets you nominate are added correctly to the selected regions. Custom fields. Image custom fields now work on the editable listings as expected. Custom field values will now be tracked in auditing when it is turned on. If you have automatic updates checked, then the upgrading process will be just as you guessed it, automatic. Otherwise, you'll have to contact MEX support for details on performing the manual upgrade. Keep in mind, these are only some of the enhancements and bug fixes resolved in the latest release. You can find the full release notes on the MEX user portal. If you have any questions or issues, please get in contact with our support department at support@mex.com.au or call 61 7 3392 4777 and they'll be more than happy to help you out.